This here, you see how this chair's off? That'll drive me nuts in post. It'll piss me off, so I'm just gonna turn it straight, perfectly symmetrical.
Welcome to INDIRAP.
What I really need to do, or what we do, is walk around and make sure everything's super tight. Chairs are symmetrical, there's no wires hanging out, there's no tags sticking out of pillows, all that kind of weird shit. So before we roll, I'm gonna do that. Peter's already running around shooting. This is what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna do a quick walkthrough and kind of touch up whatever I see that's out of place. Prime example. You gotta get rid of this. I'll stash it in here for now. Making sure all the doors are closed, like this is halfway open. That's there. Make sure I have my water. Make sure that these pillows are puffy. Make sure there's nothing, you know. It's all about details, man. You don't just run through a place shooting blind. You know what I mean? It's primarily, not necessarily for the person that may buy this, but for the agents, developers, and property managers that work with us that have the same eye for detail that we do. They want this to look a certain way to present and sell. We make sure that happens. Perfectly there, perfectly symmetrical here. Lights are on. This looks good. Just kind of turned this on a little earlier, a little detail, a little pop out instead of a dead dark, you know, angle or corner right here. Adds a little pop of light. Let's go to the kitchen. I'm gonna look straight through this hallway, make sure all that's lit and looking good. That's there, make sure all this artwork's in there. I'm gonna stand here, look directly that way. I see everything is lined up and perfect the way that the place was originally furnished or staged. I'm not sure, either way. This here, you see how this chair's off? That'll drive me nuts in post. It'll piss me off, so I'm just gonna turn it straight, perfectly symmetrical. Look at all these lights. Now, some of these light bulbs are out, there's nothing we can do about it. That's the way we found it. So we'll just kind of shoot around it or shoot it at angles to where you don't notice it as much. Go to the kitchen. I'm gonna stand here and make sure everything looks good. As I'm standing in all these rooms, I'm also looking at what can pick up reflection. Obviously, one of the challenges of shooting at night is that every single one of these windows sees everything. So you really gotta position yourself and take note in terms of what's reflective. You know, not just windows, but like, you know, the oven, that's super reflective. This thing up here, that's super reflective. And I don't wanna be picking up any camera gear. I don't wanna see myself. I don't wanna see any of that shit in the final edit. So I'm just taking note of that as I'm walking through here. What's that over there? Little things like that. Looks like a Wi-Fi booster or something. I don't want to see that, so I'm just mental note not to shoot that angle. I'll probably shoot, in order to miss this, I'll just be like, yo, I'm gonna shoot everything this way. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to shoot from over there, and then I'm looking at this corner, see a dusty Wi-Fi router. I don't want to see that. That's a no-no. Walking through here. Little thing like this, that lampshade is a little off kilter. Gonna go ahead and touch that up best we can. Boom. Make sure that's legit. That obviously we can't do anything about. It's a picture hanger. It is what it is. We'll avoid it at all costs. Okay, everything looks legit in here. Make sure that this bed's as puffy as possible. This little black hair here, we gotta get rid of that. You gotta go. Boom, 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 give it that fluff. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it looks good. Get all these little dusty guys off of here. Same thing with my lampshades here. Make sure that's legit. We're in business. Obviously on this lamp up here, on this chandelier, I noticed that a lot of those bulbs are out. So I'm just taking that mental note, and then we'll change the way we lens or the way we shoot to adjust for that so that it's not noticeable. Walking towards the back master bedroom, bathroom. This is good. All the lights in here are good. It's super bright. Here, looking good. That's good. Sound good, Paul? All the lights are good here in this mega closet, the dream closet. For somebody, not for me. Too much shit. Actually, I could put imagine that full of camera equipment. Woo! hide. You see this guy right here? Instead of seeing that hanging right there, how about we just tuck it back here? It minds its business, I mind my business, everybody's happy. What's this? That's another closet, as if we didn't have enough closet space. Look good. This looks good. This door is open. I'm gonna close that. See, I'm just making sure, so because when it's time to shooting and when it's time for it to all go down, I don't want nothing stopping me. All these pillows, this, I just see, what is that? A little something, something. Because that's there, guess what? Let's go ahead and turn that way so nobody notices. This little guy right here sticking out right here, let's go ahead and tuck that. This little guy over here, I see it all, I'm telling you. Call it OCD if you want. This is how I get down. That, you gotta hide that. You see this guy right here? Go ahead. Get him. There's that, you see this? This right here, this is what you call a punch list piece of tape, punch list items. So I'll make sure I don't show that. Usually when you do a final walkthrough or a contractor needs to touch something up, they'll put a piece of tape by this nick right here so that when they come in, they can see the tape, boom, fix the shit, take the tape off. Let's go this way. This looks like it's a little, something happened here. Nothing I can do about it, it won't pop back. This thing here, nothing I can do about it, it's popped out, but not the end of the world. Let's keep it moving. We're almost done. Laundry room, it is what it is, it looks good. This bathroom, leave that kicked open. This room here looks good. One thing that I'll do in this room, because I do see, I'm not sure what system this is, we'll find out. But like screens, I don't want a dark screen. So I'm gonna, whenever I come in here, I'm gonna just tap that, make sure that that's on. I'm gonna tap this, make sure that that's on. And then this TV, I wanna get something on it. I'm gonna turn this TV on. Thing about TVs is this. You don't just turn a TV on. You know why? You don't want, let's see, does this thing even work? You gotta be kidding me. All right, so that's our 360. We're back where we started. I'm gonna walk this way just to complete it. Everything looks good. No fingerprints on that. Okay. So with TVs, the one thing I do, I always turn on the TV because you don't want it black because you'll just get reflections every time you walk by it. But at the same time, I always try to turn on something that's, you know, okay by everybody. That's not gonna alarm anyone. No, sports is usually cool, but no CNN, no political, none of that kind of stuff. You never know who's buying these properties. And having a picture or something up there that might piss somebody off is a bad idea. So today we're looking at Gordon Ramsay because everybody loves Gordon Ramsay and loves to eat. All right, so that's all this little detail here. I want to turn this on because it had a nice light, but the cord's all wrapped up and I don't really want to screw with that. And then you have a cord runner, so we're gonna leave that alone. Pillows look good. Windows look good, pool table looks good. This whole shot looks good. So I'm about to get busy with, this is what I'm working with right here. Quick loose plate. This is an FS7 with a Canon 11-24, one of my favorite lenses in the entire world. Rectilinear architectural lens, keeps your straight line straight. At 11mm, it's a view that you're not gonna get with any other lens. Sorry, it's the best one. It's super wide. It really shows the space. It's rectilinear, no fisheye, bowed bullshit, no barrel distortion. It's an amazing lens on a Super 35 sensor with this FS7. If you come over here, you can see Peter rocking out with a A7S, or I'm sorry, an A7 III and a 50mm. He already ran through the property with this 14. So now he's going to get some tighter detail shots with this 50mm on his full frame. We take that full frame look, we take that Super 35 look and put it together in post to just make it super dynamic. We layer in hyperlapse, we layer in those time lapses, we put all that shit together, and that's what makes our edits and our products so dynamic. It's just not one look. When you run through a property with one look the whole time, That works for short property tours, but when you got something like this, you got to make a fucking movie. So we try and make the same techniques we use when we take down like a full development. You'll see some of our videos like 825 South Hill or like the Kessler we did in Kansas City. When we go out and take those down, we use every trick in the book. We mix it up and we really make something dynamic that boosts sales or moves them, that makes people buy shit, lease shit, love shit, take that next step towards buying or leasing, whatever it is, helps the property manager sell it, or in this case, helps a broker move a $5 million, 7,000 square foot penthouse in the heart of River North or on the edge of River North with one of the most amazing views you're gonna get of 360 degrees Chicago. So we're about to get busy right now. Peter's about to do his thing. I'm about to do this, my thing. It is 7 o'clock right now. We're gonna try and get out of here. We said 7:30, we're a little behind. We're gonna say 8 o'clock. We're gonna be out of here, wrap it up tonight, and yep.
The city is mine.